Hi, I just want to do a little brief video and I want to talk about a few things related to this critical analysis essay. And this kind of stems from a discussion I had with my in-class English 102 that are working on the same project that you are. I gave you that list of possible topics and I want you to know that is not limited to just those. They're just ways to kind of get you thinking about it. I do want you to think about taking a topic that's sort of you're familiar with, that affects you some way, that you benefit from, or that you think is problematic. And then you're going to kind of approach it, either saying why it's really good or, why, there's some problems or some things we should do to fix it. But during the discussion yesterday, one thing came up and I kind of brought it up because I've been thinking about it, is I've been seeing these on the internet, is this whole concept of influencers. It's not something I'm all that familiar with, other than I know it exists and I've kind of seen them, but I'm never quite sure what the hell they're doing. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with influencers. You might even, I guess you follow influencers, right? And I don't quite understand what their role is. I don't understand what their job is, how they're monetized. And I don't know, is it even good to follow an influencer? How does it help you? That might be a topic you can look at, because the internet has just changed obviously everything. Another one that kind of came up was, well, where do you get your news? If you're just getting your news from these internet sites that are just kind of random and out there, and is that a good thing? And how do you determine, excuse me, we're having a dog bark here, so hang on. All right, dog, be quiet. There's the dog. Okay, Jake, that's enough. All right, so hopefully that's done. That's Jake the dog. What was the other one? I lost my track. I'm going to pause this for just a second and gather my thoughts. Okay, I'm back. Dog's calm. So the other one has to do with news. And I think we're really living in a world where, I guess the question I would ask is, how do you know the information you're getting is good? How do you know it's accurate? How biased is it? Is there some other intent behind there other than to just give you information? And I think we've really kind of seen the results of that over the last 10 years or so. I'm very, very picky about where I get my news. Mostly I get mine from National Public Radio, simply because they just tell you things and both sides of things and assume you're smart enough to decide on your own. The problem I have is I think what a lot of people are telling you what to think. And I think that's tragic and scary. And I think we're reaping the results of that right now. So maybe news is something you could look at. Now, the last one real quick is, since, we've had like 2 mass school shootings just recently, it has to do with guns. And I'm not interested in a gun control issue or anything like that. But guns is technology. I think we would all agree that weapons are technology. We've gone from clubbing each other when we're cavemen, with clubs, to now I don't even know how to shoot a gun. All I need to do is pull a trigger and I can wave it around and kill a bunch of people without even really know what the hell I'm up to or know what I'm doing. The other aspect of that is with weapons, and is, if you look at kind of the history of war, even just recent history, go back to the Civil War to now, we'll go back to the Revolutionary War now. I mean, when you look at how much better we've gotten at killing each other, it's crazy. I can blow you up and never leave my living room. I can just fly a drone over you and drop a bomb. And there's a lot of videos about it in Ukraine. And to me, it seems very effective, at least, I'm not getting killed. I'm in my living room flying a drone around. So just that kind of technology, and our ability to just kind of, kill each other and stuff like that. So I like current issues. I like issues that interest you. I'm not suggesting that you do any of these, but it was something that kind of, that's kind of the difference sometimes between an online class and an in-class. In-class can be more spontaneous and ideas get thrown around and we have a little bit of a deeper discussion. So I thought I would kind of just share the kind of the core of our discussion. So, we were talking about influencers, and I think that's a worthy topic. If it's something you're interested in, I do think that news is a pretty important topic. Is how do you get your information? How do you decide if it's accurate? How do you decide if it's true? Um, I think those are good questions we all have to ask ourselves. I mean, I hope you ask yourself those questions. I mean, 'cause my assumption would be is we all want to know what's true, right? So how do you decide that? And technology has made that even much more of a problem because there's so many more outlets. How do you decide which one is telling you the truth, or which one's not trying to manipulate you, or which ones are just trying to sell you survival gear? I don't know. So, and then the last one has to do kind of with, I guess, in a general sense, guns, and looking at guns and technology. Actually, I'm going to post a article that I actually wrote in 2017. It was in the Savannah Morning News, and it was after a big rash of these mass shootings in around 2016, 2017. I don't know that it's really a critical analysis, but it was kind of my take on the technology of guns and how they contribute to our ability to kill a whole bunch of people real fast and not even really know what the hell we're doing. So I'm going to post that. I'll put an announcement up, and I will post that article. And if you want to read it, it's not very long. It was an editorial in the paper, so it's not like 5 pages long or anything. I don't think it's hardly even 1 page long. But I'm going to post that. So anyway, I just wanted to use this opportunity to just share some things that came up in a class that if I'd have had you in a class, we would probably discuss. And really, this is probably the easiest way for me to just kind of throw these ideas out there as we're kind of beginning with this topic. So, well, thanks for indulging me. I'm happy you got to see one of my dogs. Jake is a sheepadoodle, I guess. That's what my wife tells me. So have a good weekend. Be sure, email me any problems. I'm having a bit of an issue with some things opening. And if I don't, because they'll open for me, but they won't open for you. So if you have something that won't open, shoot me an email. I'll fix it. And I hope you've kind of realized I actually respond pretty quick to emails, mostly because I'm sitting here grading and stuff. So I'm on the computer anyway when the emails come in. So just a few things to think about. And I would ask you to read the article. It's, I don't know. I got a lot of really good feedback on it. And it also lets you know that I write. I'm the one teaching writing. I do write. So anyhow, have a good weekend, and let me know if you have any questions, any issues come up. I'd be happy to work with you to help you to succeed in this class.